Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Thanks. And right away he lost the football.
The quarterback taken down.
And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 17 yards out. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of the ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And from the gun, Banks into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Touchdown, Houston. Touchdown. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
To throw on second down. Banks under pressure, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And that's caught by Smith. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 39.
Operating from the gun. Banks. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25 yards.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Banks. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
It got his man complete. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 91 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. The first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll run on first down. Norwood. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
On the pickup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Banks, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 20.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again. Banks. Pressure comes and down he goes.
A loss of 8 yards. It's 3rd.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Banks. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Houston set to take over, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. A big play there, 85 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
6-man. Check.
From the gun, Banks over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for number 88. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. to throw again. Thanks. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 26 yards on the play there. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Barons, nothing.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 58, come on.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
58, right over there, right over there.
Back to the air on second down. Thanks. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Complete to number 81.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
9 brings up second and a yard.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Fair catch made at the 4-yard line. They'll take over. First down and 10. At their own.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
And now look at him go. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 96 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude, that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting him to run the ball from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
A loss of 4 yards.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Richard on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On first down. It's Stevens, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd down now. Norwood. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
39.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Banks.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Brooklyn first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Banks. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on now is the punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Stevens. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And this offense continues to pour it on. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Banks. Smith catches left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Banks. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Banks. And he's going to go down again. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 3rd down, Norwood. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10. At their own.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. There he goes left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 95 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike, check. 59.
Off the play fake. Banks. On the crossing route, complete. That's Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here.
Watch his threat. 19. Mike 5'9. Let's go. 59, Mike. 59. Go. Check. I'm coming.
Throwing on first down. Banks looking left side, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Mike, check.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. He's going to let this go deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. Taking it in as his guys continue to pour it on.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll keep it on the ground. Norwood And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Banks. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The 30. 10, and he will take this one in for a touchdown.
To number 7.
A big play there. 79 yards. And his guys are able to get a score back. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
At their own 4-yard line.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, tight down. There you go. Trap 60. Hey.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevens. 30, 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 96 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25 yards.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Banks. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
The pickup.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike, check, 59.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Thanks. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Third down. And 6 yards to go.
To throw on third down. Thanks. The open man is Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
86.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Brooklyn, first down.
59.
Operating from the gun. Banks. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
6 yards.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on second down. Banks. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Third down.
From the gun, Banks. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for number 7.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
First down and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Houston set to take over. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row.
There he goes left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 76 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
The week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Get ready. Mike, check, 59. Watch QB drop.
Operating from the gun. Banks. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down.
Come get some. Come on here, come get some.
From the gun, Banks. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Banks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
59, check, 59. Watch the screen.
Back to throw. Banks. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Banks. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And that is incomplete.
Pass incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now out comes Houston. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Down at the 20-yard line. It's a
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to pop. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, Banks. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Banks. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Banks. Throw left side complete. It's Smith. He's at the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Banks. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. To throw on 2nd down. Banks. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards, the final tally.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head up.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Banks looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Down and goal at the 6.
From the gun, Banks. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And it's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Going to give this time to the tailback. And some room to work. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's another 1st down and want to be a gain of 21 yards.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?